Hey guys, welcome back. This is another trucking vlog. I know it's been a while. I've been pretty busy on the road, getting Christmas all sorted out. I think it's been like 3 months. Just trying to get my experience in. It's going pretty good. I've been trying to run as hard as I could. Haven't been had a few hiccups. Been in the shop. One time I was in the shop for 2 days because I did a full service, got 3 new tires on, and then the service, they found a coolant leak and another leak that didn't have an O-ring. Just stuff involved with trucking, I guess. So I had to get a hotel. I had to stay the night. Peterbilt didn't. Well, they told me that they weren't going to finish my truck like 30 minutes before they closed. So I had to try to find a hotel in the area, and then of course all the hotels were sold out around me. So they had to drive me like 45 minutes into town to get a hotel at 11:30 at night. So that was quite fun. Right now we're just going to load up. We're going to get a load of urea, 50% urea right now. They finally just opened that exit up. It's been closed for fucking, I think, like 8 months. Because when I was in CDL school, they just closed it off, so they had to switch up our testing route. Once they did that, it was a little bit easier route for us when we had to do our testing, which, I mean, the routes aren't very hard, but they just have different routes for each test, I guess. So that's been closed for a while. Right now, it got pretty warm out here the last couple days. We've had a lot of snow here in Iowa, but as you can tell off to the right, there's a bunch of snow banks and shit. But everything's been going pretty good right now. We're just headed to get loaded right now. Then we're going up to Shell Rock, Iowa, towards Cedar Falls. They have a little ethanol plant we deliver at up there. It takes a little while to unload sometimes. Sometimes I'm unloading about an hour and a half. We got smaller little Honda pumps on some of these trailers. Some trailers have the hydraulic pumps, and those pump off really fast. And I love running those trailers, but we don't really swap out trailers much. And then last Friday, I had to go into the shop. I made a delivery at a gas station for DEF, and after I delivered, when I was trying to get into my spot, I kept slipping on ice. I turned on my traction control. It was all good. Got delivered. Pulled out my traction control light, my hill assist light. All those lights came on my dash. And then my cruise didn't work, which is my biggest thing. I hate driving without cruise, especially on these longer runs. If you're driving 4 or 5 hours, you don't want inconsistent speeds. You get better fuel mileage when you use cruise. So it was just kind of a pain in the butt, but my boss got me into the shop up at Peterbilt. It was probably the fastest time I've been at Peterbilt. I think I was there 3.5 hours, 4 hours. They got me in like 20 minutes, and the lady said at first I wasn't going to be able to get in for like 3 hours, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But every other time I've been to like a Peterbilt or something, I'm usually there at least 8 hours. And there was another guy up there with me. We were talking. His truck didn't even get in when I was there, and he was there for a good couple hours. He was an owner operator. He was giving me some advice on stuff like that. I try to gain as much knowledge as I can from all these veteran drivers out here. It's just a lot to learn coming in. I worked in a factory the last 12 years as a manager overhead. I had like 40 people I was in charge of every night. Got tired of the management, the in and out of people quitting, it was always just something. I worked overnights too, so that took a toll, especially when you're trying to raise a family and stuff. Just trying to see the woman and the kids and all that. It's kind of hard when you're trying to sleep. You get up from work and you just got to get right to work because you oversleep, and sometimes you can't get to bed till 1 in the afternoon. I switched up from using my GoPro. I got a new iPhone. I feel like the camera is just as good. I just bought this new truck phone stand on Amazon. It seems to be doing pretty good. I bought a little mic I clip onto my shirt. So hopefully this video is alright. This video is not going to be too interesting. I'll try to get like recording after I get hooked up. A lot of these places you can't really record at. And I want to kind of be like, I don't really want a GoPro strapped to my hat or anything like that. Make it obvious. I'm kind of not an outgoing person, but I just don't want something said and get in trouble with my company and stuff like that. But I think it's good knowledge as a rookie driver. Try to use as much knowledge to other rookie drivers coming into this industry. And you don't always have to go with the mega carriers all the time. A lot of these rookie drivers, I can only get jobs being Prime or Switch or CR England and stuff like that. And I found out that's not the case at all. I work for a company. I think they got about 12 to 15 company drivers and a lot of 9 or 10 owner ops. And these guys, it's a little small town, about 900 people. They took a chance on me. Their insurance approved me, stuff like that. And being a tanker driver, I have my hazmat, but I haven't used it yet. They said probably next year I'll be hauling anhydrous and stuff like that. We've been pretty busy with DEF runs right now, but a lot of the veteran guys have been hauling de-icer to the airport, Chicago, stuff like that. Out East Coast, Pittsburgh and stuff. I did one de-icer run when I was in training. I think it was like July. We went to Austin, Texas. That was a good experience for me for a longer route aspect of it. But it's been going pretty good. I've been just trying to learn the time management aspect of like, hey, if I get here, stop, then I can get up and deliver in like 30 minutes aspect. Or if I get loaded the night before, I don't have to rush with the traffic, everybody trying to get loaded at the same time, waiting 2 hours. We usually don't really have long wait times for getting loaded. The other day I had a delivery. I got there about 2:30, and I think I waited till about 7:30 when I finally was able to get it offloaded. They had one of their other pumps was down, so they only had one pump that was able to do it, and it takes about an hour per truck, and there were 6-7 trucks in front of me, so it was a little wait time, but it wasn't too bad. Just ordered some DoorDash and Popeye's food, and we got her in there, and then I had to make I couldn't get all the way to get loaded again because it was about a 5-hour drive, so I stayed the night at a rest area. That was my first rest area I've stayed at. Usually the rest areas I have trouble with because they're always fully packed or something. Or I don't really like staying at the rest areas that don't have a bathroom because it's not really useful. I need to go take a piss or something real quick. But we've been doing pretty good, guys. So I've been starting to catch on to the game, getting average checks of about 11 to 1,200 net take home every week, so I'm pretty happy and consistent with that. But this company, they really try to get us home. Like if I need a day off for my kids or anything, they just say, hey, take it off. I'll get you home that night. As long as I give them enough advance notice of it, they're pretty all right with it. So I have no complaints. I think I get like a week vacation after I've been here a year, I believe. And then we got our holiday party coming up in February, so I'm looking forward to that. Or a nice restaurant or a local town. But other than that, it's been running. I'll try to once I get loaded, I'll try to record all that and stuff too. So that way we can. I'll show you guys the process of how we get loaded and pulling under the rack, pulling under the scale, and all that. So I'll get back to you guys once I get on the closer. All right, guys, what's up? We're just about to get loaded here. This plant was built in about like 2013, 14. They started building it. This is a big fertilizer plant. They load that, diesel exhaust fluid, 50% urea, UAN, anhydrous, stuff like that. So I'll show you guys this procedure. Getting in. This plant's pretty simple to get checked into. It's a pretty big plant. They got all those parking spots because during the UAN and anhydrous season, it gets really crowded in here. But right now, we're going to pull on the inbound scale up here ahead. All you do is get on the scale, scan your badge, and you're good to go. And then, like, automatically, you check into an app, like, I want 48,000 pounds. Because then, if you're overloaded, you have to sign a waiver that they're not liable, blah, blah, blah. It's a pretty strict plant here. Like, you can get kicked out if you fly through here. Speed limit is about 10 miles an hour in plant. Once you pass the guard check, it's about 15 miles an hour. It's pretty dead here right now, but like tomorrow morning, it's going to be packed with trucks. I always try to get it going on Sundays. So right now, we're about to put her in neutral and scan her badge. Now, every time you scan your badge, it tells you where you're going. Make sure you're getting the right product, because like if you're getting 32% or 50%, and they have a little top rack where the guys tell us, hey, you stop here so they can get our manhole loaded up. Every time you come in here, you pull they got anhydrous first, UAN, and then DEF, and you pull in the closest bay to DEF if nobody's here, because that's the first one in and out. I just tilt my left mirror all the way up. You're good to go. I'm just waiting for the guy. Alright guys, I'll get back to you once I get loaded. Alright guys, we just got loaded now. We're gonna go outbound on the scale, get pulled out of here. Sorry for the bumpiness, guys. Once you get loaded in these tankers, that surge takes effect pretty good. So this outbound's not too bad. These are one of the easier ones. Their scales, you kind of wait for it to settle a little bit so you get an accurate weight, and then once it kind of settles, you scan your badge in, do the same shit you do inbound. A little bit close. I'm gonna wait for it to so we're right at weight, guys. I'm just waiting for it to settle real quick, and then I'll badge out, and then we'll go to the guard shack, get our paperwork, and be on our way. It was not too bad of a process, guys. So as you can see, the scales kind of set up, jumping 240, 260. Sometimes I just wait a few minutes, and then I'll scan in once it settles, once it jumps from a couple numbers. But sometimes you're really, because you only pull out and you only go like 10 feet, and so you're really rocking, unfortunately. But so what? We keep jumping 220, 240, 260, give or take. So we'll scan out. There we go, guys. Now we just go back up to the guard shack. Call it good. But I just want to kind of give you guys the process of loading today. And so, but anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys have a good Merry Christmas and stuff. And I'll try to post more here lately since I got my new iPhone. So I'll try to start doing that more. But you guys have a good one. Thanks, guys.